Gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? Black 20.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Now a man in his 13th NFL season. It's Adrian Peterson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Yeah.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here we go.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Let's do this.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
53. Mike.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
Easy, easy.
Don't be scared of it.
What's up? 59, what's up? 59, what's up?
Shit.
Black, what's up?
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here, too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
I got him.
Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. Open man is Kroom, the tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Big.
I got one.
They go play action here on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Sponge.
Alert.
Sponge. No. Check three.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Watch
Double bump.
Watch the twist.
Like I said.
Roethlisberger will throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Now it's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Larry Ogunjobi make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Let's get this.
The kick by Sturgis is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Guys, pick it up.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I got you.
Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And a loose football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
55.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
1st down, Browns.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
26 yards.
But it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
1st down.
180.
55. They can't hang with us.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Baker Mayfield with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs.
Following the penalty, it's Peterson. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Tackle made back at the 17-yard line.
Black 30.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Myles Garrett, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Here's Jordan Berry now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to...
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown, baby.
Odell Beckham, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10. their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Here we go.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Mike. Here we go.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Let's put that team on the bus.
Beat these two.
Wide, get wide.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45.
Good. 180.
Watch 55. We own them. We own them.
55.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, defense, let's go.
Pistol.
26, Mike. 26, Mike.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
180.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Rabbit.
14. Steelers 3.
Let's go.
Good. 180.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. It's our time. It's our time.
On 1st down, Ingram.
Run.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Keep playing hard.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
180.
Ricky.
Shift.
Hey, what's up?
They'll look to run with Ingram. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
65.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They toss to Ingram. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Now from back at the 5. This is third and goal.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
Regular.
26, Mike. 26, Mike. Oh, here we go.
What's that?
Oh. 26, Mike. 26.
What's that?
Throwing Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point seed.
If you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
At the 26-yard
The
line.
last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
53's Mike.
Ain't no such thing as a loss.
Now Peterson. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
All right, now.
The Steelers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6.
I can't believe they even let you play. Check safety. Check 3.
These 2.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. Make that now 3 straight 2-yard gains.
You don't want no problems with me.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive.
Hey, let's get this.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Switch.
Real. Done.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
180!
I got you, boy. I got
Kings, Kings, Kings!
Ingram again, a first down carry. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Here's Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Browns on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4.
You're all mine, baby.
Mayfield now from the 50. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line.
First down, Cleveland.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Opposite.
Hey, check Mike, check Mike. Watch 55.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Run.
26, Mike, 26, Mike.
To throw, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line.
24-yard gain on the play.
Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there, picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
They'll run on first down. It's Ingram. Ingram's got the first down and more. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the Steelers' 3-yard line.
One man in the backfield, that's Ingram on 2nd and goal.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
What's that?
Mike's 50, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch the curl, watch the curl.
Pistol. What's that?
The toss right. This is Ingram.
Run.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Mark Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
That's good for a Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Hey, let's get in them holes.
Focus, focus.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
I'm coming after you.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
The Browns first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Out.
Run.
Here's Ingram. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Man out.
Now it's Ingram. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Tighten down. There you go.
Mayfield to throw it. They go screen. This is Ingram. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Can't ask for much more than that. A 50-yard punt followed by a loss on the return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this has not been their best half so far. They're down double digits already and now forced to operate from inside their own 5.
And what they have to do now is not curse their fate as much as focus on the task at hand. Inside their own 5-yard line, they've got to be careful of taking care of the football and not turning it over for the defense to score additional points.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard
Ready?
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20.
Watch the run. 49, check 49.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Don't get nervous.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
If this was boxing, you think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one because this defense has been bruised, it's been battered. But this is why they keep the fight going, right? They just got done with a really nice play showing they still got a little bit left, don't they?
Haven't had many plays that they can clip, put in the film room, and smile about, but hey, there's one.
Clip and save.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. This one complete to Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Yeah, that's what I do. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5.
From the 27, Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And a 20th carry now for Ingram. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Coming for you.
Alert, 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 alert.
They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Check. Fresno.
On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
Let's go.
It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Set. 180.
55. Hey, eat.
Rip right.
They'll run here with Ingram. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown,
That's it, baby.
Cleveland.
We got 6 all day.
Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that will extend this big lead.
35, Steelers 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always have about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Roethlisberger. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A heck of an effort there on the scramble. Leaves him with just 3rd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try and run for it with counter. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take him the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Woo-hoo!
They run the counter now. It's Peterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, now. Black 80.
Check 53.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Take 2 of them.
Tight. You got tight.
Why they tight?
On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
That's another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Check! Black 80.
Check 53's Mike.
Get that quarterback.
Black, get that.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger.
Get that quarterback.
And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Hey, come on, no, come on.
No bell.
Deuce, 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 deuce.
Watch that, watch that, watch that.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Greystone travel.
Check 24, check 24.
Monday.
Switch.
Easy, easy. Black, what's that?
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
That's it. Big hit.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Let's go. Take 2 of them.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
Black, it's on.
They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Roethlisberger now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now you can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
Open man is Kroom, the tight end. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal.
First and goal.
Black 20.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike.
Snickers, 66.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys.
Why they say?
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger.
Bang, 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 bang.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Trent Taylor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown.
He's not going to get me.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working. That means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
55 to Mike. Let's go, D.
Ingram again. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Kill, kill, kill.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A toss play left. There goes Mark Ingram. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Right there.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
You just watch 88 over there. Just watch 88.
Tight, guys, double tight.
26, Mike. 26, Mike.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. Ingram churning. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Mike.
Black 20.
3. Mike. Let's go.
Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch.
Jack 16.
Check out.
Takes both of them. 61. Matchbox. Black.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
All right, now,
another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Larry Ogunjobi in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Better bring it.
6 guy. Check 6 guy.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, alert 3.
Hey, alert.
Check.
22 jet bomber.
Check.
What's up? 59, what's up? 57.
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sheldon Richardson. And this Browns defense stands tall. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
The pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Alert flare. Rush in.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? They'll keep it on the ground. Ingram. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Set. 180.
55. I got wide. I got wide.
Set.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's third down.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for the Browns, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, not much more to say. They dropped to 1-11, and they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.